Hi, today I want to talk about one of the most common questions I get asked when I'm teaching jazz improvisation: how to know where you are in the form when you're soloing. I can't tell you how many times I've heard students say things like, "How am I supposed to count bars while I'm improvising? It feels impossible and I always get lost." Well, the good news is you're not supposed to be counting bars while you improvise, at least not in the way that most people imagine. The key is learning to feel the form instinctively, so you don't have to constantly count and guess. In this video, I'm going to show you a game I like to play with my students using a 12-bar blues. It's very simple to get started with. You can apply it to any tune, and it's designed to help you feel your place in the form, so your lines start to sit inside the music rather than floating over the top of it. Okay, before we start the game, we need to lay out the pieces. And to be honest, this part can feel like the hardest bit. Whenever anyone explains the rules of a new game to me, I always just feel like my brain's melting into a puddle. But don't worry, once we get going, this will make sense really quickly. The game itself is really simple. Also, I've made a free PDF that lays this all out clearly so you can use it in your own practice. And I've also made a guided play-along video where I'll go through this together with you with a backing track and give you lots of space to try out this game for yourself. You'll find links to both of those in the description. So for this video, we're going to be playing a blues in concert B-flat. So if you're playing a B-flat transposing instrument like trumpet or tenor sax, you will be in C. And if you're playing an E-flat instrument like me, you'll be in G. So there are many different variations on a 12-bar blues, but today we're going to keep things as simple as possible, and we're going to just stick to 3 chords: B-flat 7, E-flat 7, and F7. Don't worry about the detail of those chords at this stage, because to get started in this game, all you need are the root notes. So concert pitch instruments, you will just need those 3 notes: B-flat, E-flat, and F. B-flat instruments, you will only need C, F, and G. And E-flat instruments, it's just G, C, and D. Before you try the game, make sure you've found those 3 notes on your instrument and that you're comfortable moving between them. Okay, now let's talk about the form we'll be using. So I'll describe this in concert pitch. I'll put the transposing notes on the screen, so watch out for your notes for your instrument. I think the best way to think of a 12-bar blues is in 4-bar chunks. So there's just 3 chunks of 4 bars adding up to 12. So the first 4 bars, in this form, it's just B-flat the whole time, 4 bars of B-flat. The second 4-bar chunk is 2 bars of E-flat and 2 bars of B-flat. And the final 4 bars is 2 bars of F and 2 bars of B-flat. So running through that again bar by bar, it will go B-flat, 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 E-flat, E-flat, B-flat, B-flat, F, F, B-flat, B-flat. I find it really useful, especially with my students, to get them to say it out loud a few times until it sticks. So try it, say it out loud: B-flat, 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 E-flat, E-flat, B-flat, B-flat, F, F, B-flat, B-flat. And obviously replace the letters with the correct ones for your instrument. Once you've got that starting to stick, try playing that sequence on your instrument a few times as well. You can just do it out of time to begin with. We're just trying to memorize that pattern. Before the game really starts, we have a short warm-up round. Don't skip the warm-up. It's crucial to get comfortable with this before we start playing the game for real. And don't worry, things are going to get more interesting very soon. The rule here is very simple. We're going to play the root of each chord on beat 1 of every bar. Nothing else, just the roots on beat 1, like this. Spend some time doing that. The goal here is to be able to do that without too much thought. When it starts to feel natural and obvious where to place each note, like you just can't really get it wrong, then you're ready for level 1. Level 1 is where the game properly begins. There are 2 rules. Rule number 1, you can only use the root notes. And rule number 2, every time the chord changes, you must play the root of the new chord on beat 1. But you only need to play that on beat 1 of the bar that it changes. Between those targets, you're free to improvise rhythmically, as long as you stick to the root notes. So here are the targets. Listen out for these. These are the places where the chords change, and this is where you're aiming to hit beat 1. So to start with, try just hitting those, just like exactly what I just did. Just hit the target notes and leave the space in between. Get used to feeling and predicting where they're going to land. As you start to get more comfortable, you can be more adventurous and then try improvising rhythmically in the gaps with those root notes like this. Take your time. Even with these really simple ingredients, this is serious work. Level 2 builds on what we did in Level 1, but we're going to make one small but crucial adjustment. Instead of aiming for beat 1 every time the chord changes, we're going to aim for beat 2. Everything else stays the same. We're still using just the roots, and we're moving our targets one beat later. So this is where the new targets are. Listen out for these on beat 2. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this is what level 2 might sound like once we start improvising in those gaps. There's a lot to balance in this game, so don't forget to leave space. Don't fill every bar up with notes. Play short phrases and leave plenty of rests, especially before the chords change. Space gives you time to listen, to prepare and stay grounded in the form, but even more importantly, it teaches you how to play phrases that breathe. Melodies need space around them. Silence gives your ideas weight. This game is a great chance to practice leaving space in your improvising. Things start to get a bit spicier in level 3. We're going to introduce a wildcard note. The wildcard is concert D flat. If you're playing a B flat instrument, it's E flat. If you're playing an E flat instrument, it's B flat. This note is special because unlike the roots, it doesn't change when the chords change. It's like a joker card that you can play at any time. So here are the rules for level 3. Rule number 1, we go back to hitting the root of each chord on beat 1 when the chord changes, exactly as we did in level 1. Rule number 2, you can now use the wildcard note at any time over any chord, but you must combine it with the root of the chord that you're on. So that means you now have 2 notes per chord. On the B flat chords, you can play B flat and the wildcard D flat. On the E flat chords, you can play the root E flat and the wildcard D flat. And on the F chords, you can play F and D flat. So summarizing the rules, you hit the root on beat 1 whenever the chord changes. Improvise freely using only the root and the wildcard. Here are the targets again, just to remind you. This is beat 1 targets, the same as level 1. And here is what level 3 might sound like when we bring it all together. There are more levels to this game, and they gradually introduce more notes, more rhythmic challenges, and more ways of anticipating the form. You'll find everything laid out clearly in the free PDF in the description of this video. Even these first few levels can be surprisingly challenging, so don't rush to complete the game. There's no completing it. The goal here isn't speed or difficulty or ticking those boxes. It's training your instincts so you always know where you are in the form without thinking about it. It takes time. Just like any game worth playing, you won't master it in one session. You need to return to it again and again and make it a regular part of your practice. So don't forget to download the PDF and join me for the guided play-along video where I'll walk through this with you and you can try the game for yourself. On this channel, I release weekly videos with practical ideas like this. So if you found this useful, like the video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.